Hi guys, we need to spend a little bit more time on barcodes. If you've just watched the part 1 volumetrics video, you would see, of course, that I'd put a bit of effort into describing barcodes and trying to work out how we can capture the ones that we actually need. Turns out that I'm going to need a little bit more information on that because there's a lot more barcodes out there than we covered. So we'll just run through a few interesting stuff that I found out in the warehouse. This one here at the start is, just our basic 13-digit retail barcode, which we talked a fair bit about. But if you come down to this barcode here, or this label here, this is a carton label that's got a bunch of barcodes on it. So which one of these are you going to scan to put into the QB scanner? And in order to see that, we'll just run through these 4 barcodes and talk about what they are. So this one right here is just barcoding this HY10, which clearly looks like it's a product code or something like that. This one here, the 170012, obviously is a lot number. These 2 barcodes here are actually the ones that relate to the product. Now this one here is the retail level. And why they've got the retail level on the outside of the carton, on the carton level label, is a little unclear. I guess it's just because it enables you to scan or check the inside product, the retail product, without actually opening the carton. What you will see here, though, is it's slightly different, because at first glance this looks like it's just an ordinary, they've got a 93 at the start here. It looks like it's one of our Australian retail barcodes, but if you look a bit closer, you see this one, instead of having 13 digits, has only got 12. And it's not starting with 93, it's actually starting with 0. So what this is, that 93 is purely a coincidence. What this is a 12-digit UPC-A type barcode, which is just a slightly different variant to the ones that we otherwise see. This is what they use in the US and Canada. So they have just have a slightly different version to us. When they turn this 12-digit barcode into a carton-level barcode by adding a digit in front, because they still need to make it 14 digits to become a carton-level barcode, they actually put an extra 0 in here as well. So instead of just putting a 1 in front of the existing barcode, they put a 10, and that gives you your 14 digits. So this barcode here is the ITF14. It's the one that specifies the carton, so that's the one that we need to capture. Now, you might recall that I said that there are other barcode formats that can enable you to add other things into the barcode other than just the barcode or just the product identifier, such as batch numbers and use-by dates and that sort of thing. Well, here is an example of one of those. This is obviously an Ansell carton label, and instead of having 4 different barcodes with 4 bits of information, this has actually got 4 bits of information all stacked into the one barcode. In fact, they're just, in a sense, they're the same barcode numbers but all joined together, or the same 4 individual barcodes all joined together. And the way they do that in this type of barcode, which is called a GS1-128, is that you start with a couple of digits in brackets which indicate what sort of information follows. So 01 is in fact saying that a 14-digit GTIN is following. So this 2007 blah 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 is the 14-digit carton identifier, the 14-digit GTIN. 17 means the numbers following this are a use-by date. 10 means the numbers following are a batch number, and 92 means something else. We don't know what it is because it's a user-specified number, but it's clearly it's this one here, so maybe that's a part number or a purchase order number or something. So the question for us is, how do we get this into the QB scan? And the answer is we scan the whole thing, and then we can edit on screen. We can take out the bits that we don't want. So you scan the whole thing, and you'll get all of this long number in the barcode number field, and then you delete all of this back up to the 17 and also delete the 01, and that will leave you just with those 14 digits, and then save that. So it's as simple as that. Just one thing to watch out for, the brackets, the open and closing parentheses, do not appear in the number that will be scanned in. So they're purely just to make it a bit easier to read it for us humans. So there you go. Yes, look for the 01. If you can find the 01, particularly in brackets, followed by 14 digits, that is the barcode that we're after. And I did. So there's just a few more of the Ansel ones, all very much the same. Sometimes you can see the number's not actually there, just got X's, but it doesn't matter because that's the part that we want. Now, I did see another couple of ones that I thought I would just point out just for interest. This one here is another ITF 14. It has a leading 0 rather than a leading 1 or 2 or 3, but nevertheless it's a 14-digit code. It doesn't look quite like, it hasn't got the full the full thick bars all the way around. Nevertheless, it is an ITF 14. The 40, this is quite also interesting, the 40 means it was issued in Germany. It's made in Sweden, and it's a product of the American 3M company. So this one's real international, but nevertheless, you can see that 14-digit number is the carton level barcode. So that's the one you need to capture. This one down here is kind of interesting as well. It looks like it's one of those GS1 128s with a 01 followed by 14 digits and then a 30 followed by a 36. It kind of is, but it's coded with a different barcode symbology, which is simple code 128. But nevertheless, hopefully you can see that it's still got a 01 followed by 14 digits. So this is the barcode we want to identify that carton. Scan this whole thing into the QBScan and then just delete the 3036 and delete the 01 at front to give you the 14 digits that you want. So hopefully that will make it a bit easier to understand what you're looking at when you get to some of these more complicated barcode numbers. So good luck.